everyone, my name is Kendra Chideya and welcome back to my channel. So let's get right into today's topic. You're thinking way too small. You need to think big.
Thinking small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch.
The other day, I had a friend who made a post and he was talking about how he was feeling very discouraged with the job market here in America. And if any of you know anything about the job market here in America, it's not the best. It's really hard for people to find stable jobs with a stable income. Prices are increasing. The economy is just crazy at this time, right? And he was saying how he felt very upset and very defeated about the market. And I felt that way too just a couple months ago when I was dealing with a job situation in my life. I felt deflated. I felt defeated. I felt depressed. I felt like there was no purpose to my life. I thought it was the end of the world. There was so much being put out of my life and taken out of my life, and I just thought that I wouldn't be able to make it through. But look at me now. I'm here and I made it through. And you wanna know how I made it through? I start to think big. I stopped thinking small. I think one of the biggest issues that we deal with as society, and this is the response I had made in regards to my friend's post, was that the job market, anything you're trying to manifest, bring into your life, call into your life, it's more than just the physical actions that you take. There's also a mental and emotional aspect that I think a lot of people tend to overlook when they're trying to call something into their life. They think that, oh, okay, I need a job, so all I need to do is apply to jobs. I'm apply to this job because I have this experience and I have this on my resume and I have these skills and da-da-da. That is part of it. Obviously, you do need to put an effort to apply to jobs if you want to get a job, but there's a little bit more to it than that. Sometimes it's also about your mindset. It's about your emotions and your intentions behind you applying to the jobs. And I found that the biggest issue that people have, and one issue that I really struggled with when I was applying to jobs and calling something into my life, is that I was thinking too small. This world, this society, the people in it, you're thinking too small and you need to think big. You feel as though, okay, well, I went to school for this one particular thing. I got a degree in accounting. Therefore, that is what I should pursue. That is the only thing that I am eligible for is accounting. But you do not realize that you can also be applicable to be a professor. You can teach accounting to people. You can also be a math teacher. You could also start your own business on how to account for yourself. There's so many different ways that you can apply your gifts and your skills in your life. And I think people are just limiting themselves so much that they think that, oh, because I have these certain skills and this certain gift, that it's only applicable to this one thing, to this one job, to this one career, to this one industry. And that is BS. That is completely untrue. Your skills, your gifts, the things that you do in your life are applicable to way more than you can realize. But the only way that you're going to know that is if you think and feel that. But that's the key that a lot of people don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that, hey, yeah, you went to school for acting, i.e. me, and therefore, yeah, you have a degree in acting. You may think, oh, I should only apply to acting jobs. I should only do things that are regards to acting. No, I can also teach. Teaching jobs love actors. You know why? Because acting is playing. We play all the time. We're playing a character. We're playing an action. We're playing a tactic. I applied to so many teaching jobs and so many of them wanted me to work with them because they're like, oh my God, you act? Oh my gosh, you will be great with kids. So my gifts and my talents in acting are not only applicable to film and television, but it's also applicable to teaching. It's also applicable to working with children. It's also applicable to doing audiobooks. It's also applicable to being a public speaker, because when I'm acting, when I'm performing, I am presenting in front of a crowd. Your skills and your talents can go so much further and so much bigger than you can possibly imagine. You just have to believe it for yourself and you have to feel it for yourself. So you're probably wondering, how exactly am I How can I get clear about that? I want you to sit down, meditate, be present, breathe, do some breathing, whatever calms you. And I want you to grab a piece of paper, and I want you to grab a pen, and I want you to write all the things that you are gifted in, all the skills that you have, all the credentials that you have. Just write it down. Take 5, maybe 10 minutes to do that. You know you better than anybody knows yourself, right? And then on the other side of the paper, I want you to write the jobs, the careers, the industry that you are interested in and that you feel as though have merit and that your skills and your gifts would be applicable to. And I promise you, when you take the time to reflect, you're going to realize, wow, I've been thinking really small. I have a friend who she loves to paint. So she thought, okay, well, all I can do is paint and sell it. It's like, no, you could literally teach private lessons on how to paint. You can make YouTube videos. You could be a content creator. You can go live and paint something for somebody. You could teach tutorial videos. You could start your own painting facility, your own painting gallery where you hang up your own artwork and you sell it. There's so many different ways. You could even put an advertisement for, hey, I'm a painter. I can paint a mural for you if you have a new business that you're opening up. You can go to different coffee shops or different bars and be like, hey, are you guys interested in a mural? I will paint one for you for free. And then you can make content off of that. There's so many ways that your gifts and your talents, your God-given talents, can be applied to in your life, in your career, and in your job. You just have to believe and think that for yourself. You have to feel that for yourself. When my friend made that post about how he felt defeated, I told him basically that those exact things that I just said. Think bigger. Stop putting yourself in a box. Society wants us to be in a box. That's why society is so structured. That's why there's so much yes, do this, and no, do this, and this goes first and this goes second. It's very rigid. There's no flow. There's no creativity. There's no open-mindedness. There's no fluidity. Because we are told, okay, you go to school for this many years, then you go to college, then you do an internship, then you do this job the rest of your life. And if that's the lifestyle you want to live, I'm not judging it, but I'm just saying that that lifestyle is not meant for everybody because everybody is different. But what I am saying is that trajectory, those skills, those gifts that you were able to develop and learn about yourself as you got older, as you got wiser, they can be applied to more than you realize. The only way you can know that, though, is if you think big. If you stop limiting yourself, stop putting yourself in that little box. You have so much more potential than you realize. I love doing spiritual readings. I love reading cards for people. And for the longest time, I would just do them on myself or I would do them on some friends. But now I do them in public. I do them on live. I'll record a video or send a voice message, whatever it is. And I learned that that skill that I have is not just so I can read cards. I can also use that skill to teach other people how to read cards. I can use that skill to teach people how to trust their intuition. I can also use that skill to teach wisdom to people. Every skill, every gift can be manifested and can be used in a multitude of ways. So don't limit yourself. Don't belittle yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Write that list of your skills. Write the industries and the careers and jobs that these skills could be applicable for. You're into graphic designing. Yeah, you can use that to do graphic designing for a certain company, but you could also make a course and teach people how to graphic design, or you can start your own graphic design school, or you can make tutorials on YouTube or tutorials on TikTok. You can do one-on-one tutoring for college students who are majoring in graphic design. You can provide graphic design coaching. You can also use those skills to maybe edit other content for other people. There's so many different ways that you can use your skills. It's just you have to believe it, you have to see it, and you have to feel it for yourself. Now, I'm not saying to stop taking action. Still keep taking that action. Apply to those jobs, apply to that school, whatever you're manifesting, take that action. You want that relationship to work, take that action. You want to get that promotion, take that action. You want to start that business, take that action. But what I'm saying is mentally and emotionally, make sure that the physical action that you are taking is aligned to your mental and your emotional state. That mental and emotional state, you need to think big. You need to think bigger than you can possibly ever imagine, and you need to not limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box, because as soon as you do, I promise you, things are not going to work out the way that you want it to. You're going to be happy. Why? Because you limited yourself. You had an idea, but the universe said, oh, but why can't we expand our horizon? You're sitting here looking like tunnel vision, but Spirit is saying, if you just expand your horizon a little bit more, look at how much brighter, how much more light, how much more beauty can come into your life if you just think a little bit bigger. Stop thinking small. Stop thinking straightforward. Stop thinking so narrow. Expand your horizon. Widen it more. And I promise you, the wider you expand your horizons, the wider your opportunities are going to be. The wider the people that you're going to meet. When you think big, you attract big. When you think small, you attract small. So that's all I want to say for this video. I hope this video spoke to many of you. I hope it resonated for a lot of you. I hope it's touched your heart and touched your soul in ways that motivated you to think big, because you deserve to think big. I deserve to think big. We all deserve to think big, because we are multifaceted beings, and therefore we have multifaceted personalities, multifaceted gifts that are meant to live a multifaceted life. So don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. I'm going to keep saying that, and I'm going to keep repeating it because I want it to be graved into your brain. Don't limit yourself. Think big. Don't think small. So I thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful to have you here. Please make sure that you like, you subscribe, you comment down below. How are you going to think bigger? What are you going to stop doing to limit yourself? What are you going to feel and think and do to start being bigger and thinking bigger and feeling bigger in your life? Thank you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Many blessings. Deuces.